Welcome back to my channel for another video. So I've not done this one for a while. So this is the close of the New York Stock Exchange. Alright, so this is a Dow. This is another Dow position. Well, it's actually 3 positions. So I'm going to call this one treble dipping Sambora. Okay, so I initially go in with a long position. I get my first entry incorrect and I lose £228. Then I immediately, well not immediately, but a couple of minutes afterwards, I identify that my first entry was wrong. I then take up my second entry. Okay, that's a green trade. Okay, that goes very, very well. I then reversed it. Okay, so it eventually hit resistance, consolidated, all the usual characteristics. It retraced and then I took a short position. So all in all, so 2 long positions, 1 short. Lost 228 on the first long position. Overall, net wise, I think it was like £436 I made. All right, so again, you know, it was a good turnaround. I turned the loss again into a win, and you know, I don't always get my first entry spot on. You know, I'm not perfect. Like nobody's perfect. You can't always get the perfect entry. It's impossible. Okay, but you know, I cut it short because I didn't like how it was performing. That's part of my risk management strategy. And I took a second position. Now, if I'd have lost the second position, I wouldn't have gone in again, okay, because that is absolute madness. Right, it's madness. If you keep going in and in, you're just going to keep losing money. So I always give myself 2 opportunities because, as I said, my first entry isn't always spot on. It's not always spot on, okay, so I cut that loss and went in again and I got it on the second one. Alright, so this is a good trade. This is a good trade. I've not done one of these ones for a while now. I've not done the New York close for a while. Been mostly doing, you know, the European Open or the New York Open. So I think it's been a good few weeks since I've done one of these. So as always guys, make sure that you smash that like button. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel, and if you want to contact me, you can contact me at my Instagram, and that is sambora.00. Hope you enjoy this week's video. Okay, so I've taken my usual size position. So this is a long position on the Dow, and this is market close. Okay, so this is New York Stock Exchange on the close. Okay, so my entry is there. You can see that 28,196, and seems to be pulling away now from my entry there. Seems to be pulling away quite a lot. Okay, so I entered here because of the consolidation. Okay, the consolidation is an indication that there's going to be, you know, another breakout, and support was breached and it was also rejected a number of times. So I've taken my position, but there is quite the pullback, but I'll continue to hold it for now. So as always, you know, my entry is based on price action, but my overall trade is based on patterns that I've identified over a period of time. And I always stick to the same patterns. I don't trade anything else except my patterns. That is it. So this is quite interesting here. There seems to be a lot of volatility here, and there it is, kind of slowing down a little bit, which, well, it's not actually now, is it? It's not now. I'm quite happy to hold this. But it seems to be running out of steam here a little bit. You know, it's been rejected there a number of times. Resistance being rejected. Look at that, and geez, look at that pullback. Interesting. Very, very interesting. There's quite sporadic movements as well. It's over a long range, which doesn't happen all that time in the Dow. The Dow is normally, you know, the consolidation and the range is usually quite tight, but this is quite sporadic, which I don't like. I don't like these sporadic movements over a high range. I like the range to be quite tight, and it usually is, to be fair. So it just doesn't seem to want to go bullish here now at all. And as soon as I see that, I was going to say as soon as it says that's a big green candle, but it was immediately rejected. Look, oof, immediately rejected. See that rejection? That was a violent rejection, that was. Oh, I'm not liking this at all. Not liking this at all. This is where we've got to pull the plug. God only knows what's going to happen here. Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to take a loss here. I'm just going to take this loss, 228. Okay, so I'm back in. usual size position again. Okay, I think my first entry was, I done the right thing. It was, I entered the position around the usual characteristics, but I just got it wrong on that one, so I took a loss, 228. But I'm back in again, and this time I think that, I know that my first entry was wrong. But back in here now again. I'm much happier now, actually. I'm much happier. Listen, sometimes your first entry isn't correct, and you've got to take that loss in the first entry, and then you go back in again, but you don't keep going back in. So if I end up losing this trade, I'm done. I'm not going to keep going back in. Absolutely not. That's madness, that is. You've got to accept the loss. Okay, so I've lost 228, and I need 228 here just to break even. But having said that, I'm not going to hold just for that 228, because again, that's the wrong psychology to be using. But I'm happy to hold this. For now, because it is showing signs of bullish movement. And again, I am happy to hold this. I'm happy to sit here. Again, this is all based around my patterns. And there is, again, the range is quite a wide range. There's a lot of what I would call violent movements, which is not ideal. It is not ideal. So yeah, look at that. So I'm just gonna set a stop loss here, I think, just in case, just to protect my capital here, because I've already lost 228 and I don't want to be losing any more than that. So I've set a stop loss there. So let me just increase that now. I'll actually look to take profit. Okay, so 80, 92, 99, so 115. So I've put that in 115. So worst thing that's going to happen here is I'm going to take 115. Bearing in mind I've lost 228. So, but I'm going to protect that because this is slowing down here a little bit. Let me just see if we can take a little bit more. So 168, 145, 168. Yep. So 199. Let's see that. Okay, so 184. Right, so 184, that's where I've set my stop loss. Let me just increase that. Not happy with that. Okay, set that. So 199. Okay, so I've stopped out 199. Now I'm back in this time. This is a short position. Okay, so this is my third position. Okay, lost 228 on the first position. I made 199 on the second position. So I'm basically down 20 odd pounds. But now I have reverted, and now this is actually a short position, but I'm gonna set a stop loss here just in case there's a retracement. Okay, I don't think there will be. I don't think there, because I do think that this is the reversal, but I've just put a stop loss in there just in case. Okay, because it has been quite volatile. So overall, net wise, I'm down 20 odd pounds. Quite happy with this here. I'm gonna set that. Let me see. I'm gonna set this now. Okay, so worst case scenario here is £54. I'll change that. I'll change it. I just need to create a little bit more room. I need to create some more room. That's too tight of a stop loss, so I end up getting stopped out. Right, so £100 stop loss there. £100. That just gives me enough movement for fluctuations, and as you can see, there's big movements here, so I must allow for that. If I don't allow for them big movements, I'm gonna get stopped out. Okay, so I'm happy to hold this. I do believe we're gonna see some bearish movements. Okay, this has happened so fast, it's difficult to try and keep up and tell you exactly what's happening, but basically resistance was breached a number of times and rejected. Lovely consolidation period. Now the longer that I see this consolidation period, the more confident I am. We should see some nice bearish movements now. Absolutely. And again, this is all based around my patterns. So this is my third position. 2 longs, 1 short. So quite happy with this. Short is my favorite, I've got to be honest. I love shorting. Lovely. Nice. Okay, good. Keep going. So that's, ooh, lovely. Nice. This is what we want to see. I'm probably going to change that now. I'm going to put a stop loss in here. right, £350 up. So let me change that stop loss. Let me just protect my capital here. So let me just set that stop loss at, let me see there. So there you have it. There you have it. Okay, 3 trades, 1 losing trade and 2 positive trades. As I keep saying, we take losses. Okay, we take losses as traders. Sometimes we manage to turn a loss into a win. It doesn't always happen. Sometimes we've just got to accept the loss. But as I always say, the important thing here is that the wins outweigh the losses, and that's the only way you're going to be a profitable, successful trader. That is the only way. Okay, so as usual, guys, all my trades, my entries are based on price action, and as I said, my first entry isn't always spot on. Okay, it isn't always spot on. But my overall trades, guys, my overall trades are based on these patterns that I keep going on about. Okay, and I've said before, I keep going on about my patterns because this is the only thing that I use to actually place a trade. Right, my entry, yes, is based on price action and the other characteristics that you would identify with that. But my actual strategy is these patterns. All right, and I've had a lot of people asking me about them. They are going to be available, you know, before the end of the year. They will be available, you know, and just wait and see. Just wait and see. But as I said, the key element to my success, well, there's a lot of key elements to it. Of course there is. There's a lot of key elements to it. But where I am at the moment, okay, I just stick to my own patterns and that is it. I don't trade anything else but my patterns, and it's really, really good to have this level of consistency. Okay, because if you chop and change, it's very, very difficult to really truly identify where you are in terms of your progress. Whereas you stick to the same strategy over and over and over again, it's a lot easier to record that data, even just from memory. It's a lot better. All right, so as usual, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. And again, if you haven't already done so, make sure that you smash that like button. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel for more videos. And again, if you want to contact me, you can contact me at my Instagram at sambora.00. Hope you have a good week and we keep going. We keep going, and you know, let's try something different for the next one. Let's try something different, okay? Let's try something different and see how we get on with that. In the meantime, guys, have a good week and I hope you stay green and stay positive. Remember, you have not lost until you've given up. So just don't give up. Have a good week.